What a great week. It was yet another week consecutively in a row. Now, with the absolute honesty, I try to teach you every single thing that I personally know. For the YouTube audience who learn from me for free, I try to give you as much as information as possible with a valid entry, what's not valid, what's valid, with a full honesty, without hiding anything, without forcing you to buy any memberships or courses. It's totally your own decision, your own choice. If you want to take your trading to the next level, if you want to learn the full system, then the traders itself buy a membership, or for the full courses, of course, there they get full rules, full education, full mentorship that can help them to become full-time traders. And talking about that, one of my students just shared the screenshot with me today in Discord group where he showed how the course is helping him, and he shared one trade, and I can see that a single trade has made up the course money just with one trade. That is what you call a power of education, as you can see the screenshot right in front of you. Now, this week, first part is going to be very important. I'm going to show you some of the trades I've taken, but I'm going to start with the losing trade, which is always a lesson to learn. A very good lesson to learn there. And then I'm going to show you indices. Talking about indices, they were magic last week, and that is all with patience. How indices reacted amazingly last week according to the analysis I've sent to the members. Also, sometime I do this analysis free on the YouTube videos. If you have watched my indices video and you have seen those levels. Then Bitcoin move. This move was predicted already in my live session with my students and members. And how amazingly the price pushed up from here. Nothing was a guess. Everything was with the right rule and with the right structure. Then I'm going to show you some trades, some prediction I've made in my live session, how amazingly those works. And not only that, these are the entries I talk about in my videos, in my YouTube videos for free. So if you watch the first part of the video, I promise you, you're going to learn lots of knowledge. You're going to learn lots of stuff that will help you to take efficient trading decisions. Commodities were a bit slow, except natural gas. So I'm not going to share commodities this week, as we are still waiting for some levels to play out, hopefully by next week. But we took one coffee trade in the live session. Let's see how it goes, which I might show you in the next weekend's video. So let's talk about the losing trade we had first, because trading is all about losers and winners. That is what we call a reality of trading. Now, we had this losing trade, but this is the second trade. Out of 3 trades, we have 2 losing trades. Now, first, I want to show you this trade. A nice bearish engulfer. Now, this was the zone that was sent to the members to look for the possible entries if the price pulls back to the zone, forms a bearish candle. Now, we have what? A bearish engulfer. All the odds were in the favor. Looking at that, a nice bearish engulfer happened here. We entered right here, and that did not play out. Now, the lesson to learn here, that if one trade didn't play out, the next trade might. It's a highly likely chance. Why is that? Because it is my tested strategy, and every time I see this pattern, I will take my trades again and again, because this one trade will not let me doubt my years of education and years of backtesting results. So a losing trade A, that is heartbreaker, which is totally fine. Now I want to show you a same pair. Now at the start of the video, I've said that I show you everything with absolute honesty, right? That is why I want to show you one more trade. Now, this was the zone I sent to the members that played out last week, not this week, a week before this week. But we were in a nice downtrend, right? But what do we have after that? Now, I've just shown you the losing trade right here, and we had a similar pattern. Now, we have a bearish engulfer below 50 EMA. That trade I have not sent to the members. I always say it is not a signal group. I want you guys to look at my patterns. When you get to trade alerts, look for the signals, look for what I'm looking at, and look for the exact same entries, and double check with me. That is why you are in the group, so that you can learn from it. Don't blindly follow the signals. Learn from that. I don't send buy, sell, stop loss, take profit type of signals. I tell you what and why I'm taking those trades. Now, you see the similarities, exact same condition, and it is something I'm currently in this trade. I'm going to show you the screenshot of that I've personally taken this trade, exactly how I taken this trade. I've set a stop order, sell stop order, because the market was somewhere here. I went a little bit below. My broker has a slightly different price because I trade Forex on IC markets, and I show you the trades that can actually be taken by everyone out there, so that you can relate with me. I'm not showing you the trades, showing you 100 lots or 200 lots per trade. Now, trust me, it is 1% of risk, and if you take 1% of risk with this amount size, you are making £100 or $100. just with 1% of risk, the way I take my trades. But for the YouTube audience, I want to show you that this is how we need to take our trades. Not with 200 lots, 100 lots, 50 lots, 20 lots, 10 lots. That is just gambling. I was under my risk. I was under my risk management was good. And as you can see, my account is live. It is connected right here. Let me connect my account. Right here, connect. And right here, my IC market account has been connected. Now, I've not sent this as an alert because that was a very risky trade. That is why I don't want you guys to overtrade or over risk with your account balance. It is what? 119 pips of trade. My take profit one has been hit according to the first target. If you are my student, you know the first target has been hit, but I've used the bigger targets here. From here, right here, the first target has been hit easily according to this candle. Now, I'm managing this trade till here, which is 119 pips. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But like I said, I've entered two trades. One trade might have hit my take profit. Second trade, I let it run to the take profit too. And that is how I take my trade in a nice trending market. But the price was already at the lowest point, right? As you can see, the RSI was so low. But it is still a valid trade. In trading, if you don't take a risk, you won't make money. But risk must be calculated. If that turns against you, that shouldn't blow up your account. Instead, you know that if that goes against you, you are able to take a next trade. So a good example here, that not gambling, but be very careful with your risk. But exact same entry that hit my stop loss, I've taken that again, and that is still running. And first target has been hit. If you are my student, you know how to calculate the first target. Bigger targets, you know that you can learn in the strategy lab section. Then we have what? NZDUSD. Now, it is something we were prepared when? Right on Monday. Right when I sent this report. As you can see, this report was sent on 13th of January. I've clearly mentioned that price is now inside the level of support. That is a valid level from where we are looking for the possible entries. Now, it is something we were prepared. We had the rules. The report was sent to the members. All we were looking at what? Just bullish engulfing pattern. Right here, the trade alert was sent later on after the live session, a bullish engulfing pattern. I was a bit late to enter this trade, but of course, you have got this before this pattern has formed. And right here, as you can see, how nicely we predicted this market and how nicely it hit 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio targets, a nice level we were waiting for the price to get to. And once the price reached my level, we have a nice condition, and that nicely hit the profit. A week before that, we had this level that hit the profit as well, 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio easily. And then this week, I've adjusted the zone because now we are looking at this level for the possible trades. So that is how I take my students, my members with me, exactly how I personally take in my trade. Of course, again, if you are my students, you have the other strategy. For example, in the nat gas, we have a 382 Fibonacci entry that I'm going to get to in the analysis part. But if you are my student, if you are my member, if you have watched me on YouTube, you know these entries, an aggressive entry that played out at the area of value, not blindly. The zone was there, the entry was there, something I talk about every single video, and that nicely pushed the price higher. If you know how to mark the zone correctly, your trading games are at the highest level. Because the mistake traders do, they mark the zones everywhere. They call resistance or support to the every level. For example, you are calling this a support, right? If you look back and see, yes, that looked like a support, right? That is a mistake you do. That is not something I teach to my students. We have a full rules how to mark support, how to mark resistance with the right rules and with the right information. And right here, the example is in front of you. Then I want to show you GBPCAD. Now it is something right here that was sent in the same week to the members. That price is about to hit the level of support. Looking for what? Get prepared for the possible buy entry. And it is something that was shown in my live session. Prepared my members that we have got a valid entry on 1 hour and get prepared for the entry condition. So we had a first entry with 1 hour. Right here, if you look back on 1 hour time frame, we had an entry condition. What? A bullish engulfer that nicely hit the profit of what? In 90 pips. Then I entered myself again with what? With double bottom pattern. And then we have what? Double bottom as well. Right here, that would have hit your take profit easily. Then we have what? On 4 hour, we have a nice double bottom as well with this candle and with this candle that nicely at this point above 100 pips about to hit my take profit. That has hit my take profit, but I'm still managing it to 50 EMA. That's my own discretion. That is for something I personally do for my own trading. But I want to show you the clip from the live session so that you can see that nothing is done without any sense.
Bullish golfer here. If you're looking for an entries on 1 hour, of course I would enter a little bit below. So giving you targets on 1 hour. So for on 1 hour, if you have spotted the entry on 1 hour, that is a target. 180 a target, 1-to-1 target, 1.4-to-1 is also something I look for right here. So for me personally, I would like to enter on 1 hour. For that, 4 hour. For that, I want to see a formation of double bottom.
Perfect. So you see that we were looking at this level. For the members who are in my live session, I have given you multiple directions to look for the sell for certain pair, look for the buy for the certain pair. Now it is your job to look for your trades. My job is to show you the directions which I did in the live session. For example, this one with the report and some other pairs which I'm going to show you very shortly. Now, why I've entered this trade? Because that is a major level of support, right? From where the price bounced up massively, right? And the price came back to the zone. And now we are looking for what? A possible condition, double bottom. We have not entered the trades blindly. That nicely pushed up from here and hitting our targets of 100 pips. Now calculate that the first losing trade and then we had 2 winning trades, and it is something that can cover all your losses. Now, before I move ahead, I want to show you this trade as well. That is Euro GBP. I've personally taken, not sent to the members. But the zone was sent to the members. According to that, we had a bearish engulfer. Again, a good example that is not a very strongest entry because the bearish engulfer has not covered the previous candle fully with a wick. If you are my student, you know the rule of aggressive entry. That is a good example of weak entry. That did not play out. A heartbreaker trade for me because nearly hit my take profit. Then this shit has gone back up, hitting my stop loss. That is totally cool. Did not hurt me because I was under my risk and had some good winning trades as well. So let's leave that. I'm going to show you the next trade that will amaze you, and these losses will look nothing in front of that. First, I want to show you this UK 100 index. A massive push up from here, but it is something that was predicted in my live session. Let me show you the clip from my live session so that you can see that how nicely I give direction to the members, save them to take wrong trades. So let's see the clip, a quick clip. Then
FTSE 100, let's see FTSE 100 first. We are broken below now, 50 EMA. Let the candle break and close below these lows. Very important to see a break below these lows. Once that happens, only then we are going to start to look for the bearish pullback trades. Otherwise, we can see a possible bounce from here as well, if that turns out to be a bullish candle.
Nice one, a massive push up. Now, if you would have sold here without knowing anything, that would have just blow up your account easily if you have not placed your stop loss. But instead, I've said that if that turns out to be a bullish candle, that will likely push the price higher, and that has happened exactly with this minor double bottom pattern that nicely pushed up. So then we have what? Then we have an amazing trade here on US 30 index, but not blindly. The zone report was sent when? On 12th of January last week. That we are approaching this level for the potential buy trades. Once the price at this zone, I'll be monitoring this area for the possible buy trades on smaller time frame subject to entry conditions. Yes, of course, the entry conditions are must. So right here, clearly mentioned in the report that was sent to the members that once the price at this level, and that level hit after when? After couple of weeks. I've been sending this level from so many weeks, but finally the price came down to this level. Let me show you the clip from the live session where I've clearly mentioned that we have an entry and how you can manage these trades.
That's a valid bullish engulfer. Shalini, so we have this entry right here. Not sure if you have taken that, but that was an entry. Right, I would enter a little bit below, and right here 200 points, the first target has been hit. So if you want to go for the bigger targets, so 42,236 is the first. For bigger targets, smaller target has been hit. If you want to manage it, and you can also go 1.4 to 1 if you are managing your trade. Move your stop loss above, secure your profits, and then we have 1.4 to 1 I expect a bounce from. So right here 42,379 is an area till I'm expecting a bigger targets.
Awesome. You see, the smaller target has been hit and the bigger target has been hit. Now, if you trade indices, you know that 4,000 points, at least 5,000 points, it is insane amount of profits here. And the other losses you have seen is nothing if you have taken this trade. Yes, the stop loss was smaller and we have a bigger take profit. Of course, if you are under your risk capital, you have taken 2% of risk. That is a badass trade right here. Nicely shoot up, hitting the take profit. Then we have what? NASDAQ 100 index. Let's scroll down. I'm going to come to Tesla as well. Right here, exactly similar as S&P 500. Exactly this level that I was looking for the possible entries. And what do you see here? Go back on 1 hour. And what do you find here? Double bottom. And that nicely shoot higher. I've not taken this trade, but that was a zone report sent to the members. And how many points the price pushed up from the entry candle? Almost 8,000 points. That is insane. So it is something that is done with exact rules, not blindly. And these are the trades that happen in the market. That is was shown to you, sent to you. Get yourself prepared for the possible entries. Look for the buying or selling pressure. And that nicely pushed the price higher. Now, if you say trading is not profitable, then you're wrong. Yes, it is not if you are not following your rules. I show you these trades every single day. Every single week, I come here to show you the results of the trading what I personally taken. And then we have the trading result for 2 years consecutively profitable. That is not a lie. Of course, for the gamblers, if you want to become quick rich, it is not for you. But if you have patience, it is for you. And you have seen the results here. I've also mentioned DAX index as well. We entered right at the 50% and the support here, and that nicely pushed up from here. This was also mentioned in the live session, how nicely the price is pushing up according to the rules, according to the analysis. Now, an exotic pair I want to show you. But before that, Tesla, that was sent to the members. And as you can see, this was the zone that we were paying attention for the possible trades. Right here, this level. I've mentioned this double bottom area. Right here, as you can see, these 2 dots that we are getting a possible double bottom. And that is nicely pushing up from here as well. A good zone. Yes, one stock didn't play out, which is Apple stock. Right here, that broke below my level. That did not play out. Nice entry condition. I want to show that as well. That would have hit your stop loss. But that is just few. Does that stop me to take my other trades? No, it won't. So as long as you're managing your trade correctly, as long as you are not distracting yourself, trading is not difficult. If you're not taking trading seriously, then you can't make money. For trading, you must do it like a job. Wake up 7 o'clock. Look for the setups. Look for the entries. Look for the possible trades. If there's a condition, yes, take your trades. Take a risk. If there's no condition, wait. Sit back. Wait for the next condition. Wait for the good conditions. Look for the best setups. Look for the weak setups. According to that, set up your risk management. Some of the stock market we talk about for the long term. Now, it is a stock market CAC 40 index. In the previous live session, I've said that we are getting a possible head and shoulder pattern. And if we have a nice bullish candle at the termination zone below, which is right here, if we have that in the box, then we have a buy signal. You see a massive move up here? That is discipline. That is not gambling. That is a condition we were looking for. Conditions form, you enter the trade. If it goes against you, hit your stop loss. If it goes in your favor, manage it. Capture as much as profit as possible. That is how we need to take over trades. That is how we need to do trading and make money in the market. You see, my strategies are going with every single market out there. If you know my system, if you are my student, you see the potential in the market. All you need, good mindset, good trading psychology. Don't overtrade. Don't overexpose your risk. Please be patient. Wait for the best setups. And I promise you, with all the hard work you do, with all of the hard work you put into trading, the day is not far that it is just your only business. But in trading, I will highly recommend you guys to invest in the other market. Invest in the stock market, because with all that backup, it will give you good boost, good confidence that if you have the capital rolling in, from that profits, you can pump those profits and invest that in your spot trading as well. That is how we need to circulate our money in this market, because it is the only thing we need to make, from where we need to make money, and we need to have 2 or 3 sources of incomes in the same industry. Now, this exotic pair right here, the Mexican USD Mexican pair, how many pips target has been hit? 1,400 pips target has been hit. Now, in the live session, one of the members asked me a question about this pair, and let me show you the clip from that live session, which was last week on Monday.
At the level of resistance on a daily time frame, we have first top. If you have a next bearish engulfer, that would be a second top on daily. And also, if that turns out to be a pin bar, that is also an entry on daily. On 4-hour bearish engulfer, yeah, that looks good as well. Pin bar, rejection here, looks good. Like, I would enter here, and I would go an 80 or above. This is the first target, second target, 20,650 for aggressive entry, kind of double top as well. And then bigger target, 1.421. Fixed target is like this, 20,595. So let's see how this goes.
Perfect. You see, there is no ifs, there is no buts. I've said that. It is an entry means it is an entry. No double statements. If that happens, do that. If that happens, do that. Then there is entry happens. Take your trades. take a risk, but again, risk must be calculated. If you learn my system, do your backtesting first. Don't try to use every single strategy on every single market. Make sure that strategy, that pair or particular instrument is performing well with that strategy. Only then you can able to be consistently profitable. Now here, a nice condition formed on this pair and that nicely pushed down. A major level of resistance. Normally the support and resistance area goes with every single instrument perfectly fine. But talking about the other strategies like pullback strategies or other strategies which my students learn, make sure you backtest them as well. So nicely predicted and nicely hitting the profit. That is the power of education. Now in the live session, I'm glad that I can able to provide these values because it is something I can't do videos every single day. But that is why I have live session for my students, for the members, so that they can talk about the other pairs, they can talk about the other opportunities, they can learn the other things which I can't explain in the video. And that is what right here, an example of exotic pair which I don't talk about in my videos, but here, a good example of winning trade right here. Now I want to show you a very good example of this trade that was taken in my live account that was sent to the members. Now this pair GBP CHF, right here the trade alert was sent to the members that how I personally going to take my trades. Now every time I say that I manage my trades, I've recorded this trade so that I can show you how actually I manage my trades, how actually I place my positions. Now I placed two positions with a different risk levels. Let me show you the clip when I've managed my trade, when my first take profit was hit, and for the second take profit I've gone break even and run risk free. So guys, right here, as you can see, my first take profit has been hit. And for the second one, I'm managing it to the recent low by moving my stop loss to break even so that I can go risk free and capture the other profits without any risk. Awesome. So you see how nicely we manage the trades. We are not fearful that what if the price breaks us out in the even? No, I have already captured my profit here. Now, if the price goes back and hit me out in the break even, I will lose nothing. But here I will gain something. I will gain double the money. So you are not losing anything because you have already made a money with the first trade, right? If the price pushes back up, you have made this chunk, but you will not lose anything here. So I've moved my stop loss to break even, clearly shown in the live video. And then it also hit my second profit and money is in my account. You see how you can manage your risk easily. I'm not sure how you guys manage your risk, but it is something I personally do. Move your stop loss to break even to this previous lows because it was likely the price is going to come down to the previous lows with my second take profit. That is something I have managed my trade till that nicely hit both of my targets. That is how you can do your trade management, backtest it, learn it. Again, if you're my students, you know how to manage your trades. It is something I've put in the risk management section as well for you to learn and learn how to manage your risk. And nicely hitting in the profit. And why I've entered this trade? Because the price had just broken below a nice trend structure, broke below 50 EMA, nicely pulled back, formed what? Formed a bearish engulfing pattern, hitting both my target. Every trade has a reason, and that is a reason in a trending market. In the bearish market, I've entered the bearish trade, not looking at anything else. But my rules, 6 rules are met. Take your trades. Now I want to show you an amazing trade that gives me amazing pips of profit. Now just recently, previous trade, I've showed you how I managed two trades. One with a smaller target. One I managed till the recent low here. I wanted to manage till this recent low. How many pips do you see here? 235 pips here in GB JPY. Very volatile pair. It is like another gold here in the forex market. So that is why it was a very risky trade, but it is not an alien for you. You learn these entries for me. If you have spotted these entries, it is not something I've made it alone. Trust me guys, I teach you this every single day in my videos, and if you are my student, you know 6 rules are met here. And what is stopping you to take a risk here? A calculated risk. 2 trades I've entered, one smaller, one bigger, exactly same as I've done just in the recent previous trade I've just shown you. Now, not only that, I've informed you in the live session. Let me show you the clip from the live session. I'll come back to you very shortly.
It's going to fall as well. So only sell trades for GBJPY with bearish engulfing pattern. Something I'll be looking at for the possible entries. Same for EURGBP. Going to push down likely with bearish engulfing patterns. So only sell trades for EURGBP, GBPJPY, EURUSD.
Nice one. So as I said that if you have a pullback followed by bearish engulfer, I'm going to go short. If you're wondering, that is not one of my valid entry. If you are my student, you know why it is not valid. So that is a power of education and learning the right amount of rules. Now, Again, a good trade, both take profit with the trade management has been hit. For beginners, I recommend 1-to-1. That is why I've set the first target for the beginners, second target something. When you are profitable, you can manage your trades like this. But learn first and then start increasing your gains. Now I'm going to show you one Indian stock which is Nifty and Nifty 50. A member in my live session asked me a question what to expect from here, and I clearly mentioned that a nice structured break, which is right here. All I want to see what? Just a pullback and a bearish candle, and it will likely to fall from here.
Very good and clear pattern, bearish pattern we are getting on Nifty. Have these zones on the charts. 23,360 goes to 23,539 on 4 hour or on 1 hour. Expect a pullback back to this zone, and bearish engulf for double top will be your entry. So it's going to likely fall, but after the correction with the pullback, and price is going to retest this zone, and that will be a very good entry. As we have broken below the structure, there is a chance the price will now push down, keep on pushing down.
And as you can see, it has started falling, not completely, but you see how nicely my strategies are reacting here on Nifty. And I've also mentioned that it is a level, as you can see in blue, a quick analysis for you. Just mark this level for the next buy or counter trade, but it is an area till where I'm expecting a price to get to. Both Bank Nifty and Nifty played out nicely from the structure level that was mentioned in the live session. So I want to end this first part of the video with the father of crypto, which is Bitcoin. A massive move was predicted in the live session. I've clearly mentioned that this is a very powerful level and that can likely to push the price higher, either with the entry condition, but we had the price inside the zone, and as you can see, from the same zone, the price massively pushed up. Quick clip from the last video so that we can see that how I have predicted this zone.
Bitcoin is inside the level of support, a very strong support. 90,595 is a very strong support. So double bottom, look for that. If we have double bottom here, a strong signal that price of Bitcoin will push up from. Must break above 50 EMA for the price to continue to push up to this highs. For now, it's not trending, just accumulating sideways, but you can take short-term trades on smaller time frames. So very good level, but double bottom is something in the play. A nice divergence I'm seeing here. If you have a divergence with the double bottoms, that is a strong signal that price of Bitcoin will push higher.
So let's wrap the first part of the video. I hope you guys have learned something out of that. If yes, don't forget to move ahead with hitting a like button. I really appreciate that because it really helps me in a YouTube algorithm. So let's start the second part with analysis of net gas, gold, silver, and crude oil, starting with natural gas. Now, first I want to talk about the level of resistance. Now, in NG1, I've not marked the level of resistance, but I've clearly mentioned you that expect a good push down from this trend resistance, right? Now, in NG2, which I've not mentioned in my couple of videos, but that is a major level of resistance from where the price is pushing down, as you can see, but that was not mentioned in this contract. Now here, coming back on this contract, we have this trend line, and that move was expected. Clearly mentioned in my last video, and let me show you the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dots from there. We're looking at this nice bullish 382 candle. Let me see that, if that is a valid candle or not. Looks valid, 382 candle. So that is a valid bullish candle, and that is a valid bullish pressure. So looking at that, we can see some more push up at least to these recent highs, a nice bullish candle, another signal that price is gonna push up. Now a bullish 382 candle that can likely push the price high to these recent highs. Once broken above, pullback and correction is expected, and take another long trades from it. From this 382 candle that was clearly mentioned yesterday, the price did push up 124 points. Now the second target, I normally do two targets for net gas. One is smaller, one is bigger. Then I manage that accordingly. So for now, I'm still expecting a price to get to this second target, which is 4.273, from where we can see a possible retracement and a possible hit of this previous highs as well, which is something I'm expecting for the price to get to. So target 1 has been hit, and I'm expecting the price to hit target 2 as well, in case you are managing this trade, or if you have a fixed target, that is totally fine according to the 382 candle. So that is something we got here on Oanda. Of course, if the price moves on Oanda, it also moves on the other platforms. Perfect. So you see that move was expected, and both target has been hit. 1 and 2 clearly mentioned live in the video with this 382 candle. Target 1 and target 2 has been hit. 241 points target. What else you need? And I've said that expect a push down from this anchor line. Exactly what has happened. That was expected. Nothing was unexpected. Technically moving perfectly fine the way we predicted. Now what to expect from here? Now we are still not completely broken below 50 EMA. Yes, we had one candle, and now the next candle will decide. Let's see how the next candle opens and close next week. But all I want to see a bullish engulfing pattern. Now next week, let's see if the price opens above. If that happens, that won't be a valid bullish engulfer, but simply I want to see a valid bullish engulfing pattern above 50 EMA, which is likely on NEMEX as well. We are above 50 EMA, not close completely, right? On all three platforms, only one candle has gone down. So all I want to see 2 candles to make sure the price is going to push down short term. So next candle, if that turns out to be a bullish engulfer, that will be our buy signal. Simply, next bullish engulfer will be our buy signal. Otherwise, what? Otherwise, I'm just looking at, go through NEMEX, this little anchor level, which is right here. Again, we are looking at this anchor level. If you follow me, I've been mentioning this level from a couple of videos that I'll be looking at this level for the possible bounce or a double bottom. If the price comes back down, rejects from here without a candle to close below these lows, in that case, I'm still expecting a possible push up from here. That is just a general condition of a buy. Not according to my strategies, but it is a very highly likely chance the price will come back and retest this anchor level if the price come down. And if there is no bullish engulfer here, then I want to see either a bullish engulfer, a green candle, or a pin bar. In that case, we have a buy signal, keeping a stop loss below this pattern, take profit. We can go 1-to-1, manage your trade to 1.4-to-1, reward to risk ratio. So that is all I'm looking at. On all three platforms, on NEMEX, there is an anchor level. On capital.com, we have this anchor level. Let's mark this level in front of you right here. You can see these numbers in blue. From this level, if we have a push down without a candle to close below these lows, forms and price forms a bullish engulfer here. In that case, we are good to go long. Pin bar like this, 382 candle like this. In that case, that is also one of the buy signal. Again, if the next candle turns out to be a bullish engulfer, that is itself a buy signal, and I'm going to go long from here. Since we have a new high, means the price is likely going to push up. We had a break above these previous highs, and I'm still looking at this price to hit this trend line and then a possible push down and a continuation here on capital.com data. On Ovanda, simply next bullish engulfer will be my entry. If not, I will be paying attention to this anchor level from where the price just bounced up. Right here, these numbers in blue. Bullish engulfer is something I want to look for. Pin bar or a 382 candle or a green candle for the aggressive entry, and then a possible push up. So expect some push up here, consolidation here, and then eventually once we have broken above these highs, we'll be looking at the level above, which I'm going to mention once we have broken above these highs. For now, we are not bearish as long as we are trading above these highs on all three platforms. So I also want to mention this nice channel inside the price is trading. As you can see, nicely trending up in this channel. Rejection, push up, rejection, push up, rejection. You might see another pullback, then a continuation towards the upside. So nicely trending higher. 20 and 50 EMA, a possible correction can come if there is no condition. I want to show you a weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, and as you can see, the wave down, then a push up, then a correction, then the wave up, then we might see another correction. So that is something for the long term and a high time frame traders on a weekly time frame. So that is something we will see later on, but for now we are looking for the entries on smaller time frame. Coming back on daily, right here, nice push up, nice trend channel, rejection, and then rejection from here, rejection from here, rejection from here, push down from here. So nicely pushing up and down inside the channel. So as long as we are nicely trending up in this channel, we are still bullish. Once we are broken below solid, with a solid candle, only then we can see some short-term pullback, correction, and then a bounce. It is something for the high time frame perspective. If you are someone looking at the high time frame for your trades, hold on for the long term, for the months, it is something for you, and outlook for that as well. Once we are broken above this channel, not just a wick but a solid close, then I'm long term looking at this level. Don't know when, but we eventually gonna hit this level if the price nicely trends like this. So just want to add this one for the high time frame traders as well. Coming in on gold. Gold is still above 50 and 20 EMA again. I'm still expecting a price to push up from here. We might see some retest and then a possible bounce up from here. That is something, a technical condition. Again, once a Trump take over, the White House expect more volatility. I'm expecting a price to push down. But technically, we are bullish and we can see a possible push up from here. On 4 hour, look for a pullback entry bullish. That can happen after a big retracement to 50 EMA followed by bullish engulfer, and keep on taking longs. I will use 180R once we have a buy signal for my stop loss and take profit. So keep an eye, only buy trades but with a valid bullish engulfing pattern. Otherwise, we have a breach of this symmetrical triangle, and I'm expecting a price to at least hit this resistance level right here. That has been hit, and price is now pushing down from this level short term, and I'm still expecting a price to push up from here, hitting $31 target at least, which is the ATR of the break candle. So only buy trades and expect some more push up out of gold, but pullback is expected. I'll be looking at the possible pullback entry bullish on 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. Preferably, I personally look for on 4 hour time frame. Here on silver, no entry conditions yet, but I'm just looking at a possible push up out of silver. Now, for the next buy trades, I just want to see either a break above 50, 20 EMA. If you have a pin bar, that is an entry. I will go according to the targets of the pin bar. If you're a student, you know what targets are that. So that is all I want to see. A break above 20 EMA. A pin bar is something I want to see for the possible entry condition. Or a break above these highs, then a pullback entry bullish. All I want to see a bullish engulfer above once we are broken above these highs and expecting a price to head to this level of resistance, which is right here, the numbers in blue. For now, no trades for silver unless until we get a buy signal above 20 EMA or above these highs. Overall, in general, my bias is bullish, broken above the previous high, expecting a price to push up from here. Not selling as long as we are above 50 EMA. Finally, we have crude oil. It's now inside the level of resistance. All I want to see a bullish engulfer above 50 EMA. If that happens, that will be my buy signal. That is all I want to look for. No other condition, just a bullish engulfer after we had a broken above previous highs. Nice pullback. If you have a bullish engulfer above 50 EMA, one candle is allowed to go below 50 EMA. But if the second candle closes back above 50 EMA, that will be my buy signal, and I will go long from here until the price hit the next level of major resistance, which is right up there. So let's see how it opens. Not selling as long as we are trading above 50 EMA on 4 hour time frame. Overall, we are bullish. Just look for your buy signal I have just mentioned. So that is it for the long video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have learned something out of that. If yes, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, so that you can all join Money Markets family and so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.